This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Trips them up. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Decides to go in with the target combo. What are they thinking here? Forward throw to continue the pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Feeling out the spacing. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive move. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds up with the block. Sonic Boom! Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. They'll hit them with a stop and pop. Very slick with the combo. Sonic Boom. Jump, clutch, anti-air. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. We're at a standstill. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning something? These fighters needs to jump in with a perfect parry. They're in range, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Perfect input. Execution is on point. Only a little bit of drive that burns out. Player 2 can't use block. Kisses the fireball. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Adds a bit of OD spice. This is gonna hurt. That combo didn't anticipated that throw. Sets up with the jump in. Goes airborne. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Reversal. Boom. Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Drive impact misses. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. All the throw connects. What's next? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from crowns them from above? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? There's a burnout. Boom! A real test of nerve wasn't looking up. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Goes for an overhead. That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, experiencing burnout. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Very so KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. projectile to try and change the situation. Good parry here to try and make something happen. It's not easy to parry projectiles in the heat of a match, but it's definitely effective. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Connects with medium kick. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Big throws. Going in? Player 1 will look to apply, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Burns out. Player 2 needs to hold out until there's a super art. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Cuts off the tank and scores the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Now, can they finish the job? Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Medium kick. Let's loose a boom. Gets him with a Euro step. Dropped him out of the air. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is denied. Keeps putting flatlines on. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Whiffs the impact. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Decides to go in with the target combo. Starts off zoning with fireballs. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Checks them with a projectile.
Sonic boom.
They break things off to take a quick breather. Life lead opens up. Decides to meet them in the air. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Both fighters are barely alive. Knockdown and they're going for the super art. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Player 2 creates experiencing burnout. Perfect boom. Player 1 needs to hold out. Burnout activates. Who will capitalize on an opening? Just goes for it at this range. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? Rising uppercut! They trade hits, and now barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Nice spinning back knuckle. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Genius read with that throw escape. Time to reassess the situation. This is gonna hurt. Spends the meter. Oh, here we go. Throw tech. Both avoiding the wall like the plague. Could be the start of something. High kick to let him know. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Start, sets up with the jump in. This can lead to some big damage. That combo throws him. How long can this offensive assault continue? Quick wall flat into the card break. Crowns him from above. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. Player 2. Oh my, the throw tech. Close range projectile. Dash. Reads the jump in perfectly. Good decision with that throw. Shrugs that off. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. They are not getting close to it. Can this drive bring them back? The low's blocked. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? The shot pays off. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 with the life lead. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Got their eye on the air. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 had an impressive round when managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. What'll happen here? Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Both fighters planning something? Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Checks him with the boom. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Grabs and throws him away. Knockdown and... Sonic boom! Knocked him out of the air. Hits him with a stop and drop. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Both sides. How did they read that throw? A super art? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Just goes for it at this flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Player 2 flipping the script with that turnaround super. Awesome. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Let's loose a boom. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Gets him with a Euro step. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1, perfect execution with the anti-air. Throws him. Scrambling here to avoid that. Reads the jump in perfectly. Finds the target. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Nothing stops this train. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Uses their drive gauge. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. A real test of nerves here. They picked this time to bust this out. Still alive. Still alive. Oh, we're not done here. Ugh, take a seat. Down to the final hit. Who's gonna take it? They are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.